Did you know that Sadako has a phone number? I mean, she has to call people after they've watched her tape, so it makes sense that she's got one somewhere, right? And did you know that it's super easy to remember? If you live in Japan and want to give her a ring, it's as easy as punching in 090-4444-4444. That's it. Of course, you might want to think twice before calling it, however, because it's a direct call to Sadako's curse and imminent death. Ringu was first published by Suzuki Koji in 1991, long before the film's eventual release in 1998. Yet, it was the film's release that propelled Sadako to J-horror fame and made her the cultural icon that she is today. If you're here watching this channel, you probably don't need much of an introduction to who she is and what she does. But part of the film involves the curse of Sadako's tape. Once you watch it, you will die 7 days later. But if you believe the rumors, that's not all. Sadako's curse apparently extends to real life as well, and you can summon it upon yourself simply by calling her number. As you likely already know, the number 4 is considered unlucky in Japan due to its associations with death, so it makes sense that her phone number would be something like 090-4444-4444. It's like pressing the number for death over and over. What other number would Sadako have, really? A mere glance at the number is enough to tell you that it's cursed. But how did this rumor start? And is there any sort of truth to it at all? Funnily enough, there actually is. This particular urban legend has been around nearly as long as the movie has. Records of people talking about Sadako's phone number can be found tracing all the way back to the year 2000, and at the time, the legend wasn't spoken about as if it were new. This was something people already knew about, which suggests it was likely created around the same time as the film. The original legend states that if you call Sadako's number, you'll hear a strange beeping sound. Not the normal sound of a ringing or engaged phone, but something more unnatural and unsettling. Numerous people online claim to have called the number and confirmed the creepy beeping sound at the very least. But what about the curse part? If all these people were calling a cursed phone number, surely they died, right? You can no doubt guess for yourself the validity of that question. However, there is surprisingly some truth to this legend. The 090-4444-4444 number really did exist. Around the early 2000s, it belonged to the phone company AU, and it was a transmission line, which likely explains the strange sounds people heard when they called it. The most likely explanation for how this urban legend came about is that someone saw the film, realized that a phone number with a whole lot of 4s in it would be pretty terrifying, called it, and got some weird feedback on the other end, and that confirmed it. The number was cursed. It had to be Sadako's number because, really, who else's could it be? Then the legend spread, taking on a life of its own as more and more people called and confirmed that, yeah, it really did sound weird. Therefore, it had to be a curse. At present, the number is no longer in use, presumably because so many people were calling it over the years hoping to get through to Sadako. But that's not where the legend ends. Far from it. The number is no longer in use, but it's still owned by KDDI, AU's parent company. If you look up information related to the phone number, you'll get an interesting surprise. 090-4444-4444 is officially listed as Sadako's phone. People are still trying to call it to this day, and if you scroll through the comments, you can find people claiming to have heard a person groaning on the other end, that Sadako has actually moved to a new number, and others being surprised that the number is supposedly cursed. It's a neat little Easter egg, because the company no doubt realized that At the end of the day, the number would be far more hassle than it was worth. People are still trying to call it today, making it useless for any type of business that doesn't want to deal with ghost hunters day in, day out. Although it does feel like someone has missed the ball in not at least renting the phone number out for promotional purposes every time a new Ring movie comes out. But either way, Sadako's phone number technically does exist, although you're unlikely to die 7 days after calling it. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time.